Would you put a penguin in the desert? Then why put ordinary cable in your production hot zone? Would you tolerate a rock band in a library? Then why tolerate cable that can't fight noise and vibration? Would you choose to dine in a quarry? Then why use ordinary cable in a dusty and oily environment?
Here's a typical office. Temperature control, quiet. Cables are hidden and safe in the ceiling or behind walls. Now, let's take a look at what really happens in an industrial site. A bit different, yes? Here you have to think about mice. No, not that kind of mice. Instead, we are talking about an environmental rating system. You assess the true operating conditions and assign a value of 1 to 3 for specific factors. At the lower end of the spectrum are office-like conditions. Rate any one of the factors at 2 or higher, and you need industrial cable. Ordinary commercial-grade cables are just not built to withstand these harsh conditions. Remember, the function of an Ethernet cable is to transmit data and provide system power over Ethernet. For industrial uses, the most common cables are Ethernet cables rated Cat 5e, Cat 6, and Cat 6a. When you compare them side by side, you can easily choose the right cable based on your application speed and data volume demands. Next, let's think about additional levels of protection. Choosing the right cable requires you to consider which jacketing or shielding will enhance your cable performance. Here's what you have to consider. Is your installation indoors or outdoors? Do you need to bury the cable underground, or will it be exposed to UV rays? What is the typical temperature fluctuation? Are there dust, water, oil, or chemicals present? When you have any of these extreme conditions, consider a more ruggedized cable jacket. If there is a high level of noise at your site, consider a shielded cable. At Belden, you'll find options, including braid or foil shielding, or a combination of the two, for multiple layers of defense.
It's no joke. 35% of network failures occur on the physical layer, like cabling. In the industrial environment, the cost of downtime and labor can easily reach thousands of dollars per minute. Yet, the difference between the cost of industrial versus commercial cable is very small compared to the cost of the system. Typically, less than 2%.
At Belden, we subject our industrial-grade cables to a series of reliability testing under highly accelerated real-world conditions. That means we have the right cable to meet your site's needs and to keep you up and running. And we guarantee our cables for 10 years of reliable performance.
10 years of trust. Longer than most relationships.
Be certain. Choose Belden.